It's time, motherfuckers. It's TIW. It's the Irish Whip. It's the Irish Mafia. The Irish
Jeez.
TIW Mafia. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. It's Free Fig Friday. It's 7:05. We're here. It's me. It's Josh. What's going on, everybody? Josh wanted me to come in hot. I came in as hot as hell. There you go.
That's the hottest I think you've ever come in. I think that's the quickest I've ever heard Mother Effer in our show's history. Like
Oh,
that tops Wheeler Yuta at 9 o'clock in the morning wanting to do an interview
who
right
wants
there.
to do an interview at 9 o'clock in the morning?
That was so
That
well.
was
That's
funny.
because he's a college student at the time. He was a
What's
kid.
up,
Like it was
Mike?
fun, dude.
Chaos Theory.
At the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. That's the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. We're here. We are your favorite pro wrestlers' favorite pro wrestling podcast. We'll be here for a long time. Please sub, share, and always here to have a good time on Free Fig Friday, dude. I'm excited. It's getting close to that time where it's the holiday season. Like
Are we giving away a
I'm
Lex Luger figure today?
dude. I'm relatively. I'm gonna do this. I'm relatively. Oh, look at you, cut away.
Go
That's
ahead, do
why.
that again. I'll bring it in. I'll bring it in.
No, don't. I want to. I want to see. I
Are we
like
giving
this.
away a Lex Luger figure today?
No,
No.
but it's. I'm.
Oh man,
I'm more.
I just killed that joke, didn't I?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm. I'm more excited about the figs that I have and have collected in the last short amount of time than anything else right now. Do you
Yeah,
know that?
you got
I'm.
some good ones.
Yeah, I do. Plus, it's holiday season, and I'm already rolling some hot toddies, which is it's just average this time of year, and it's Free Fig Friday. So I just wanted to take the time. We picked up this game, and you and I were kind of playing it before. It's called Incoherent.
Yes.
Do you want to do the ones that I picked off air here, real quick, so we can have a good time and people can
Yeah,
play along? And
absolutely. What's up, Bobby? What's up, Tommy?
we'll be spinning here quick, guys. Tonight it's going to be all about the females. We're giving away the Miss Elizabeth. JP and I are going to play this game here. Well, he's going to play this game here real quick.
Sort of the first
Um,
diva, Miss
I think
Elizabeth.
this is you. This will kind of go since KS3 pods here. You guys got that thing going down. So are you ready for the first one?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the first one.
Bob Pin Bottles.
Party is the
Bob Pin Bottles. Something bottles. Bob Pin. Boppin' bottles?
poppin' bottles. Good job,
Poppin'
JP.
bottles.
Good job. Perfect. Next one. Party again is the category as mentioned in the color blue
So
here.
you guys can play along here too. Like
Yeah.
you see what I just did. Like this
Yeah.
sounds like something,
Here
but
you
we got to
go.
figure out what the phrase is.
What is this one?
Reed Bull Vodka, a Red Bull vodka, Red Bull and vodka. Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Okay. This one. Let's try this one. The category is pop culture because it's yellow. Pop culture because it's yellow. Game is called Incoherent.
Himasana Letza. Amazon Amazon Alexa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Amazon Alexa. Good job. Last one. This one we did not rehearse. This is
You just threw me under the bus. For the record, that last one is the only one that we rehearsed, not the other two.
I almost got you. So this one's a good one. You're right. The first two you got absolutely right. The third one we only rehearsed just in case the other two went bad. We wanted to make sure we had a fallback.
I didn't want to look too stupid.
I looked horrible. I can't do this game. Like when we do this, Tamara has to be on my team so she can carry me, right? So this is the last one. Okay. Again, red category. So this is I don't remember. It's bad.
Call it Torres. His something tourist. Call
Say it out loud.
tourist.
All four words.
Call it Torres. Call it Torres. Call it Torres. I can clitoris. Gets me every time.
Yeah, boy. Perfect. That's
I had it.
awesome right
I
there.
clitoris. I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, look. Yeah. I think JP hasn't seen it in a while. She actually got that before you did. That's too bad for you, JP.
She got it before I did. That's always the way.
So that's what we're going to be doing here for. I got some friends coming over this weekend. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna play this game. Obviously, we're gonna steer towards the cool, like the. I can't do any of it. I'm too old. Pop culture doesn't get me. The rap doesn't. Man, I'm whatever. It's just fun.
We did a couple of rap ones earlier, and I got the rap ones.
Yeah, you did. I was gone. Nope, not happening for me at all. So, do you want to? What's been up for you since we went ahead and give out the incoherent free pop for the game to get for holidays? It's kind of fun. It's fun. It's especially, I think, if you're drinking or under the influence of triggers or whatever it is you decide to do.
But watching,
yeah,
I watched some wrestling this week. Not a whole lot, but I watched some.
I know you're a big Sky fan. You keep trying since I'm up here in Montana. They keep trying to get me to watch this thing.
That
I
was
think I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, the mid-season finale just happened for Big Sky. The season finale just happened for Mandalorian. So I got up early this morning to watch the Mandalorian. And I can tell you a hint because it's on topic with what we're talking about today.
Do you want to talk about? I don't care. I mean, it's not really a spoiler anyway.
There was one. Sasha Banks had a huge role. I won't say which way she's going, but she had a really big role in this one. It was pretty cool to see. Like, I knew her.
She went toe to toe with Boba Fett.
I sound like Buddy Elf. I know her.
I know her. You smell like beef and cheese.
Like, it was pretty cool to see. So,
are you? I know you're a Star Wars mark. What else? Anything going on?
Apparently, we lost the tournament with Tommy Flynn and Bobby D won.
Well, it's because we didn't have any way to know what was happening. Did we have a team?
Yeah, I picked Sting.
Picked it? Well, that's why we lost. Because you picked it. Oh my god, dude. What are you looking
Want cheese?
Yeah, do you let's just get into this as much as we can. I mean, we have TLC coming in.
Yeah, Sunday.
We have
that's fun. That's a fun show too.
It's always, for me, dude, it's always one of my favorite, I shouldn't say show, it's one of my favorite matches, I think, is it's always been one Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury were in I don't know if it was a table, ladders, and chairs match, but I know that's when, like, Mercury took, like, he had some bad stitches that went down at some point in time. I don't know when that was. I don't think it was necessarily, it wasn't the pay-per-view. It was way before then. It was a big match. It may have been Mania match, and it may not have been TLC, but I just remember that's the first time I saw exactly how dangerous, like, any type of object other than the person in the ring can be, because it was total by accident. I mean, there's spots, right? And then there's spots, and then there's spots that happened that didn't mean to happen. This was one of those where he really got cut bad. So, have you looked at TLC? Any predictions? I just want to talk about the women's. I just want to talk about the women's match, or matches that I'm more keen on, because I want to talk about the TBDs. And it ties in. I don't know. So this weekend on Sunday, there is the Women's Tag Team Championship, which is Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and TBD. So everybody's hustling around going, is it Flair? Is it anybody else besides that? Like Rousey?
It's me.
I wish it was you.
It's me.
Do you have any? I mean, I think
obviously, like I was just thinking about this earlier because I saw some indie shows that had like TBDs on their posters, and like I don't like when independent companies do that, because 9 times out of 10 it's local wrestler A.
Do you feel it's overbilled and underbooked?
Yeah, it's either local wrestler A or local wrestler B. And if it's not, if it is a star, then you just kind of screwed up because you didn't utilize that star correctly by putting them on your poster to sell tickets.
Yeah. Hey guys, in the chat tonight, I really I want to talk about TLC. I want to put over the men's matches, but right now it's one of those things we want to talk about that separately at some point in time, maybe afterwards. I just want to talk about the female matches because
I think there'll
have
definitely be a reaction show. We usually do either a reaction or a prediction show.
right. And the reason why is because I want to steer clear of what everybody else is. Everybody's talking about Keith Lee. Everybody's talking about Roman Reigns. Everybody's talking about, like, we already know. The problem that I have with all of that is
That's actually two, by the way. I can't really cheat this week because I don't even have my cup of water with me.
what it comes down to me is what Vince calls like work rate, and this is the biggest contention when it comes to sports entertainment for me and what people refer to as work rate. JP, can you define what most people identify with work rate when they talk about that?
I mean, the guy who can go in the ring and do just about anything and entertain. So it's not just about doing moves either. It's about grabbing the crowd and getting the crowd, both in the arena and at home, to follow your match and want to see more at the end of it. That being said, with the whole thing with these guys getting sent down to the Performance Center, Keith Lee and them, Keith Lee only got sent down because he's another big guy. He got sent down so that the other big guys didn't feel bad and there wasn't animosity towards Keith Lee for being a big guy who's brand new that didn't get sent down.
Over. Like there's no tomorrow over, and I want to address that, and that's something that we'll talk about later because we both have really strong feelings, and I do because it comes from a Mia Yim standpoint for me. You know how much I enjoy watching her work. Like Mia Yim to me is not only just a solid worker, but also a solid person. From Beyond Wrestling and the American Ranas and Mae Young Classics, when she got hurt, to where she's at now, like people don't give her Mia Yim enough credit and her journey to where she's at now. It's humbling, man, to watch these people that like are chasing their dreams and to actually be able to live it and see them live it. It is really cool. And I look at it twofold, right? Keith Lee, NXT, Mia Yim, wherever names. To me, it's irrelevant. I really think it's more of an advantage for anybody to be in NXT right now because all eyes are on NXT because you're competing against another product that is not a WWE product, is an AEW product. So when people talk about it to me and they look like he got sent down, I'm like, to me, it's more of a lateral transfer to a place where he has already proven that he is more successful than anybody in that promotion right now. So to me, he is such a solid individual and has solid people around him. And the reason he is what he is and the reason Dusty Rhodes knows that he knows what he knows and the charisma that kid has is because he surrounds himself with good people. And Mia is one of those, right?
No.
Go ahead, dude.
Like, here's the thing, too, is I know we want to talk about women wrestling and women in the TLC. Is 10 years ago, you couldn't have a women's TLC match.
You couldn't have a women's evolution. You could try.
The only women's like gimmick match you could have would be like an evening gown match, because they didn't go. Because they were at that point they were models. I'm gonna say it how it is. Like they were, I think Trish Stratus sort of started the evolution because she actually learned how to wrestle. Lita, same. I think those two, like, I give them a lot of credit. And then it just continued and continued to evolve to the point it's at now.
I feel like I didn't enjoy any of the female product until NXT started. I was okay with it. I saw the athleticism in it,
Yeah.
but to me, if you put Lita in her prime and Asuka in her prime, those two are going to go. Right?
Yes.
That's an ultimate booking for me. If I put Flair in her prime and Trish in her prime, I don't think they compare to each other. I think Flair will dominate in a lot of ways, and that's just because I look at Trish Stratus the same way I look at Dolph Ziggler. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't connect. It isn't with me. Female wrestling before Bayley, like the four, like even before, like even the Bellas. I could get it. Like it was almost there, but the choreography was shitty. Like off the ropes was weak. The things that I'm used to, like if I go watch a Gargano in Theory that hit it on NXT hard, and yes, Hartwell is there, and I love Indy, and then I fast forward to the main event, and I have Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm, which I'm jacked. Like I'm Marshall Bodo, I'm ready to go. But you know what I get is I get that Wednesday practice run through. I don't get a match. And it was the build. It was what I wanted. It was what I was looking forward to on Wednesday night. I don't flip back and forth, man. I don't go over to the other product. And I don't go over to the other product because I really feel like the women's division in that product is weak. It lacks anything that is short of Chris Statlander.
Yes. Britt Baker.
Hikaru Shida. Britt Baker. Abaddon, even right now, I might even go there just because of the gimmick and the way that she represents maybe even a Bray Wyatt. I'm not willing to throw a Ty Conti or a Serena Deeb or even a I don't know, Rio in that. I'm not willing to do any of that because they're not on the level of even the match that I'm complaining about, which is two amazingly great sports entertainers. But man, that match on Wednesday night between Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm was lackluster at best. And it sucks because they're great, great, great young talents. And I think for me, they're really scared to go, and they both looked really nervous, and they were both looking at the other to take control of the match. And that is me and my personal opinion, and just through this lens on what I felt and what I saw, because it did not deliver on the level I felt it should have.
But Mike Farrow just hit on something that I agree with 100%. And the TNA,
we're both hitting it. You do it.
TNA had the best women's division from 02 to 09. It was awesome. You
Absolutely.
think about it. It was Gail Kim, Roxy Laveau, the tag team there, the TNA girls, the Velvet Love and the other one.
Yeah. Like I mean, Rucker's right. Like they shouldn't be nervous. They had a damn good feud at NXT UK. NXT UK. I think of the UK. I think of Australia, and think of how the roster has expanded because of that talent. And absolutely, bro. Like I struggle watching AEW matches when it comes to the women's division. I struggle when it comes to NXT or the main roster when it comes to the women's division when they're just literally going, what are you doing?
They had to pick something up.
Jesus Christ,
now,
man. It sounds like there's a couple of pigs fighting in a gunny sack over there.
I was folding up one of my coats. Now, here's my thing. Now, I'm not a huge Japanese wrestling guy.
I know.
I'm more American and a little bit of Mexico.
Yes.
In my style, what I enjoy. And to me, that AEW women's wrestling, specifically the women over there, have a heavy Japanese influence. And that's just not my style. That's not my cup of tea. It is somebody's. It's a lot of people's. A lot of people love it. I'm the one who's probably has the wrong opinion here. It's just not my style.
You don't have the wrong opinion. I don't think. I just don't think there's enough of an opinion to form, and that's what I'm saying. Is that you're bringing in guys like Sting. You're having you just don't have time to develop that. So I guess what I'm saying is people that talk about the AEW women's division, if you want to get real about it, it doesn't compare. It's nothing.
Who in the women's division? Because, well, I mean, who in the women's division could stand up to Rhea Ripley? AEW women's division.
Okay, can we clarify when you say stand up to, like, if
who
people
can work as well?
Okay, so work as well. I would say that a Statlander could on a limited basis.
Yeah.
I would say that Hikaru Shida could work that match. I would say that Big Swole. We're talking about they keep. You're talking about.
I'll give you a Big Swole too. Yeah.
I couldn't give you Britt Baker. I would like to, but I don't think I could. I could give you Awesome Kong before I'd give you Britt Baker.
Oh, but Awesome Kong isn't an AEW girl to me. She's still a TNA girl.
Absolutely, but she's on the roster. And
here's the secret. Here's the secret. She's a fucking sweetheart.
I know, man. Well, just like
you want to know what's funny about her? Can I go behind? Like I never.
Hey, man, what's up? You guys, I want to say Thunder Rosa all day long, but until AEW actually puts her on there as part of their roster and adds her to the AEW roster, I will not and I cannot, because to me, she's is an NWA girl.
Right?
She's NWA.
You want to know what's funny about Awesome Kong?
And here's the thing, JP, and you're already seeing it. You're already seeing individuals melding companies into AEW. They're melding Impact. They're melding. Sorry, that's my son. They're melding. They're melding all of that in there. Lesson learns. It's Call of Duty. We're making sure We're making sure Call of Duty works for the new game, man. That's what's going on.
It's all right. I know it's your first time podcast, and you forget to put your phone on silent.
Dude, man, the holidays are killing me. I want to put Thunder Rosa in there. I would put Thunder Rosa here. Let me ask you this question: who can you take out of AEW and the women's roster? Who can you take out of that roster and supplant them into WWE and make a huge impact? No pun intended. But can you? I mean, could you?
Look at Temba coming to your defense. I make fun of you for the ringtone going off, and she asks how many yawns.
Yes, it's my girl. Sorry, dude. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, no, and that's my point with the saying the Rhea Ripley thing. Like, what? Back in the day, everybody wanted to see
Rhea Ripley showed
matches.
up in AEW, it'd be huge news. Okay?
Right.
If Hikaru Shida showed up in WWE, what would everybody say?
And here's the thing. WWE always had better women's wrestlers than whatever the other company was.
Always. And they always will, because they have Sarah Del Rey there teaching the girls how it works.
Yes.
100%.
Even back in the Monday Night Wars, WCW might have had the better men's division at one point, but WWE had China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was no one better than her, in my mind.
Mickie James was good. I mean, I guess it's hard for me, man. Because
Becky Lynch is one of the best in the world in any, it doesn't, you could take male or female out of it. Becky Lynch is one of the best in the world when she comes back. That's
what I'm saying. Line up any 90s women's pro wrestler against any of the four horsewomen and any of them, and which one are you going to take? Honestly, I mean, would you take Lita over any of the four horsemen, over Sasha, Becky, Bayley?
Would I take Lita over any of the four horsemen?
Horsewomen.
Oh, so that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Who?
Yeah, Bayley. I would take Lita over Bayley.
Even after the year,
okay. So I was gonna say maybe after this year, Lita over Sasha, and I know that'll surprise everybody, but
the key is this year, right?
Overall, yeah, I think Bayley's had a great breakout year, but I think overall the other three have had a better year, and I think Lita is a better wrestler.
Let me put it into. Let me maybe back this up a little bit, so we can compare apples to
Could
apples,
you
right?
picture a tag team because of the athleticism of the two of them between Leader and Charlotte?
Dude,
They both love to fly.
ugh. You could have. I mean, the same swantons, the same everything.
Yeah.
That you just didn't have that talent. You didn't have that caliber that could hang.
No.
I don't think with Lita that could have been able to have that on a regular basis, right?
No.
I had a really good point, and I was about to bring it up, but I lost it
Sorry.
because we got lost. No, it's who we are. We're talking about this tonight, and sorry, apples to apples. That's where I was at. So take anybody from the AEW roster, female wise, and drop them in NXT. Do they make an impact immediately and a bang? Besides, can we include Britt Baker in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
think honestly, I think Britt Baker might make the biggest impact because she would come out with her husband, probably. You know what I mean?
right. So, and in all
And then
honesty,
you got them two first. Then you could have the Garganos.
yeah. Besides Brandon Rhodes for shock value, but whoever says that's ridiculous. Statlander again. Sheeta could probably do it, but again, Japanese, and that doesn't translate very well for WWE fans. It just never has and never will. Ty Conti, Serena Deeb, like none of this. Just I've watched the matches. I continue to try to understand it. I don't get it. I like that they're trying. I just don't think that there's enough time for them to work and get what needs to happen done properly.
Temba just pointed out Brandy's pregnant, and that's
Right.
what if that's a work?
It's not, dude. They wouldn't do that. Do you think?
I don't know. It's Cody. Who knows what he would do?
To what end, though?
Gets kicked in the stomach. As distasteful as that is.
Don't. Are you really?
Yeah. What if? I'm just saying. What if?
I guess and I don't mean this in a
like, because why make it a TV angle? Why announce it as a TV angle? You know what I mean?
That sucks, man. If it goes down that way, I don't.
I hope it doesn't. I honestly do hope it doesn't. And like
I hate you for making points like that. Hate it.
Either that or it's going to become a whose is it?
Yeah, same thing. And
it's going to wind up being a hand. Yeah, Josh, we're at about 30 minutes.
Okay. What do you got? We're doing our Podgo reads that we're doing right now.
Yeah, let's take a quick minute. Guys, we're just going to pay a couple of bills here. And today's episode is brought to you by Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of official fan gear from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. If you enjoy it, the Irish Whip podcast, and are looking to buy a new jersey, sweatshirt, or hat, I know, Bobby D, I've seen you wearing that Brady jersey. You need a new one. You can support us by going to Podgo, that's podgo.co/fanatics, and you get 25% off your next order. That's podgo.co/fanatics, and you get Fanatics officially licensed everything.
I have hesitated to again purchase any Steelers shit whatsoever. As you can tell, superstitious as hell, right? Because they're winning, right? And I was waiting for the losses and to see if there would be any recovery. So on behalf of Fanatics, thank you for again me saving money on future purchases if they decide to do good.
That link I believe will be good until January 31st. So that's podgo.co/fanatics.
That's right. Timber did buy me a new lanyard for my keys. That is Steelers. Yeah, I'm lying, and I do use my bug.
I hope it jinxes them for the rest of the season.
I never, me, I don't buy anything until it's playoff time. And
I want to see the Pats go undefeated for the next 3 games, and I want to see Brady drop 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
Because that means they end with the same record, and that means that Brady's little stink bitch fit was all for nothing because we gained nothing by having them or losing them.
Wow, so this is crazy. This is a Boston fan. All true and true, right? until they go to the other side, and then it's time. It's like shark in blood, fresh. Just you want. I was waiting for you. I've been waiting for this Fanatics thing to get at you. I've been waiting for the time for us to have this ad go and give them more than their fair share of airtime when it comes to Fanatics. But I'm glad that you're finally honest about your true feelings towards Tom Brady. Can we throw Gronkowski in there too?
Yes, absolutely. Gronk is worse than Brady. Gronk is a
you.
worse human being than Tom Brady.
Human being as well?
Yes.
Not just a football player, but human being.
So Gronk retired to get out of his contract just to come back because Brady went to a different team. Like,
yes.
Are any of them that good? Because you look at what they're doing this year, and they're not great. Is it Belichick? Was it Brady? Was it the team? It was probably the mix-up of the two. Brady is absolutely one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. Gronk is one of the best running backs to ever play the game, but Gronk ran and left and.
What's the code again? What's the code again at Fanatics?
podgo.co/fanatics.
And what's the code they have to enter?
There's no code. They just go off of that website.
Awesome. So it's podgo.co/fanatics, and I can go buy my Steelers gear once they make the playoffs. I guess they've already made it, and I should probably buy that gear, but I'm still hesitant because the season's not over, man.
No, you guys have had a great season.
Yeah, but it's all about the postseason.
But as the Patriots know, and as Tom Brady knows, you can go 17 games undefeated and lose that one, and the first 17 games don't matter.
Hey, after we
Fuck you, Eli Manning.
Yeah. Hey, should we start making it a standing rule that once we do our break and pay some bills that we should spin the wheel for those that hang around and stick around and listen to us talk our amazingly crap on a Friday evening? I think we should spin this wheel and give away. Did you see that? Like down there on the bottom left hand side in this, she's actually got wrestling attire on underneath that.
I see. You took her clothes off.
I did take her. I removed her outer attire to expose her ring attire for when she competes in the ring as a sports entertainer and competitor. JP.
You took her clothes off. What were you trying to do to her?
Nothing. I just wanted to show what you were getting in and out of the ring.
In and out, huh?
Yes. Well, I can hear you randomizing. What kind of music are we going to play tonight, by the way? Do they have Meli Kalikimaka? No?
I got to make sure I
no Meli Kalikimaka? Do you know what that means, Zoe? I mean, I called you Zoe. I'm torturing Zoe with that Meli Kalikimaka. That's why I said that.
No idea.
It means Merry Christmas in Hawaiian.
Oh, we have something Christmassy. Well, we have something that's seasonal. How's that?
We celebrated Hanukkah with chocolate. Did you share audio this time, JP, or do you need to redo that?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I bet you didn't.
I'll make sure. We're going to go through right now. You're going to see this. When you see it pop back up, y'all saw me already randomize it. That's the word. I can't talk. I'll randomize it a couple more times. Yes, Tommy, you're on there to answer your question. Bobby D's on there. You guys were both supporting us all week this week, so appreciate that.
Again, as always, everybody, please follow us at the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. That's number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. And as always, your favorite pro wrestling podcast, right, JP?
That's it.
Spin this wheel. Let's give away. What are we playing for tunes?
Oh.
What is this?
Hanukkah music.
Hanukkah music? That's Hanukkah, JP? Hanukkah.
Because of MJF.
That's for MJF.
A crazy night.
MJF. spin the wheel from Hanukkah.
Can you hear? I don't hear it when I have it here.
Oh, I hear it. This is going to be Robert Demore.
It just might be.
WrestlePop.
Might WrestlePop see a new one.
Ghost of Von Dracula.
Another one I don't think I've seen
I
before.
have not. So congratulations, it looks like, to Ghost of Von Dracula.
What sucks is I think Ben Pierce, who's the next name there, is in the chat.
Yeah, he is.
But it was Ghost Von Dracula.
So reach out, Ghost, so we can get you your cool-ass Miss Elizabeth Fig compliments of the Irish Whip podcast and hashtag Free Fig Friday, right, JP?
Yes. Reach out to us any point during this week at 3 Irish Boys, and we'll get that sent out to you.
Timber says she's on it. Did you retweet it, Timber Moon? I don't think she retweeted it, did she?
I don't think I saw her on there.
Yeah, well, if she did, she was too late because she lost. What's up, Pete Mailer? Pete's the man. I'm glad that we're here. It's almost Christmas time. We've talked about women's wrestling here for a while. I know it's getting close to the holidays, and we kind of shorten things up when it comes to the holidays.
Yes.
I wanted to have a couple quick conversations. One topic is to pick one, right? And that's pick one, like women's roster, NXT or AEW, and why. Like, which one of these, if you could take one and supplant them and put them in the other, and we're talking NXT, like you can't take from the other. We're keeping this real. Like we've been trying to keep this real, right? This isn't a WWE AEW thing for us. It's an NXT AEW thing.
Right.
So I want to touch on that real quick, and then there's another thing I want to bring up to you, and I want your opinion on that, and everybody that's listening or watching with us, their opinion as well. But if you could pick one off the NXT women's roster, would you pick one of them and supplant them in AEW, or are you? I'm not going to make you do it, but
if I was going to take one woman off of the NXT roster and put them in AEW and want them to fit in and have great matches in AEW, see, what I do is I look for someone that I can elevate, but that will also elevate them.
Right?
I think that's Shotzi.
Dude, that was mine too.
I think Shotzi Blackheart both gets elevated there and elevates them at the same time.
Do you say that because of the year that she's had and the...
Yeah, she's not the best in the big pond.
No.
She's not the biggest fish in the big pond. She's great. She's entertaining. And I think NXT is the right fit for her. But if I was going to take one and put them into AEW, it would be her. I think she would be the better... I think she's the best fit for AEW out of all the other women in NXT.
I had a backup just in case you picked that. Because you know me, right? I would probably take out of AEW Big Swole and put her in NXT.
Okay.
I think she could really take a drink, benefit from...
I tried to hide that one so well, too, and it just wasn't working.
Time at the Performance Center. Not saying that. It's the whole... I don't want to be disrespectful, man.
No, but I know what you're saying. Like,
if you want to be the best, you got to work with the best, and you got to be refined by the best. You got to go toe to toe with the people that are going to let you know if you're not good enough.
So,
and I think that she was.
People in AEW should want to be in NXT. People in NXT should not want to be in AEW.
Exactly. Can you expound on that, like why you say that?
Because NXT, so AEW, what's the upside? Like, where do you go from there? That is the upside from NWA right now, and Impact.
Yes,
that's like the graduation. There's no way to graduate from there. Now they compete with NXT, which NXT is the ground level for WWE. So you have plenty of place to graduate to.
Would you Would you is
And,
NXT is still a standalone brand? I get that they're doing pay-per-views. They are still a developmental product, correct? Or
yes,
not? So
for
another
most
drink.
of them.
So we've got and that's my reasoning behind it is because I think when I look at the women's roster on both of them, especially when I look at the female, it was a tough call between Statlander and Swole for me. But I think Statlander's rating on where she's been gives her a little bit. Even if she went to NXT, she would be a superstar right now. She would be a superstar immediately and make an impact and effect quick. But my hesitation again is, do we get another Rhea Ripley and Tony Storm match where they just don't go and they're scared? I shouldn't say
And,
scared.
and Chris Statland is still really young in this business too.
They they all are, man. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make is I don't want to beat anybody up. I don't want to talk smack about anybody, but I want to keep it real. And when you're the main event on NXT and you're going head to head against another product on Wednesday nights, ladies, you better bring it. And you better bring it hard. You better bring it like you don't bring it all the time. And that's the way it's got to be on NXT. And I don't know if somebody's giving them that guidance, like, hey, you know what to do, like just go through and run through, like give me an 80%. Like I can't imagine that ever happening. But when I was watching that match last night, it felt like it was 60-40 a lot of times. It wasn't equal. There was nobody leading. It was really tough to watch. And I guess that's what prompted me to do this is like if we want to be real about women's pro wrestling and what we're talking about, look, let's be real about it. Some of it's pretty shitty, especially the stuff that's on TV.
That's. You know what else we gotta do?
What?
We gotta tell them about our plans for next week.
Is it? It's Christmas next week,
It's
dude?
Christmas. Christmas is next week.
I have the picture up by Wednesday again, folks, but you're not going to want to miss.
Oh no. We are going live Christmas night.
Yeah, we're going to have fun on Christmas night. We're going to do some things that we probably wouldn't normally do. We're going to give away some cool merch, probably some one-of-a-kind things, and just have fun. So hang out with us here. Again, as always, thanks for downloading and doing stuff. But if you can be here live with us on our Facebook at 3 Irish Boys with a Z, that's facebook.com/3 Irish Boys, or on the YouTuber. Just search for it. You can find us. Hit that sub button, subscribe. It's getting bigger and better and more fun. So
yes.
Yeah. Timber said she wants to come hang out with us on Christmas night.
Hell
so
yeah.
I'm pretty much just I'm leaving it open because I think we might have some other people that want to hang out with us on Christmas night just to chill out. And I said just probably have camera on, mics open, and we'll just add people left and right. And who knows, we may go for however long. We haven't had a Christmas episode ever, I don't think, and it would be really fun just to do it, I think.
No, we've always taken like a month or two off around this. So
yeah, I think that's the difference between us this year and us any other time is that we've really put in the work. And I see people always tweeting like, "How did you get this interview? How did you get that interview?" Here's the answer to that question: do the fucking work. It's the answer.
And you know what else it is too? Ask.
Yeah, just what's the worst they're gonna say is no. Just put it together. Say, hey, I'm here. I'm trying to do. This is who I am. I'm just getting into podcasting. I would like to interview you because I'll tell you this much: a lot of talent out there would sometimes rather spend an hour with somebody that's just getting into this because they can get themselves over in what they want to say more than somebody that's been interviewing talent like we have for so long, because that can be intimidating, man. So just ask. Doesn't matter who the fuck you are. They're going to tell you yes or no. Or Joey Ryan's going to send you to some Patreon that you can tell him to kiss your ass later with.
And then literally you realize
you're a piece of shit.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, I'm just super glad, man. I know we're only 45 minutes in, but I'm okay with this thing being short this week. I'm more in the holidays. We got stuff we need to do.
Yes.
I just wanted to be real, and I want to talk about female pro wrestling because it's something that it's something I hold near and dear to me, just because.
Are we coming on hungover on New Year's Day too?
Why not?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
New Year's morning. Maybe we should just do it New Year's night. No, that'd be dumb. That'd be real dumb.
Well, do it New Year's Day, not New Year's Eve.
Yeah, yeah. We could do.
So,
We'll figure it out.
guys, yeah, that's. I definitely want to cut it short. I have some things going on at home. I apologize. That's on me, not on Josh. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every one of you guys. If you're here next week, I'll be glad to spend Christmas with you guys. You guys are our family now. If you can't be here because it's Christmas, I understand, and I hope you guys have a great holiday. Have a Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. Enjoy.
Yeah. Kwanzaa, whatever it is. But also know next week, like DM us if you guys want to hang out with us on Christmas on the show.
I'm sliding in her DMs later.
Well,
I'm
gonna keep this PG. I will. What
was that word earlier?
I will ask everybody to if they would like to just come hang with us on Christmas night.
Big giveaway.
Just big giveaway. Come hang out. Come say hi. If you want to come say Merry Christmas to us, like we'll literally DM us. We'll give you the link. We can put you in the green room. You can come on. We can talk shop for a few minutes. We'll put you on a timer. Once that timer is up, I'm going to hang up with you.
That's all right.
So that's all I got, man. You got anything else?
No, that's all, man.
Cool. Hey, as always, please follow us at the number 3 Irish Boys with a Z. Subscribe, rate. It's always appreciated. But until then, we will see you next Tuesday.